Hey guys, Jessica Ruffin in NBC Sports. Steve Letarte here from NASCAR Fantasy Fastlane. Steve, we're heading to Dover this weekend. Looking at Dover, you know, the big three have won 3 of the last 4 races at the Monster Mile. So how do you stack up these 3 drivers?
Well, I think you're absolutely going to have at least 1, if not 2 of these drivers in your starting lineup. The question is, which of the 3? And I have to start with Kevin Harvick. He dominated the race here in the spring, winning both stages and the race. And what's important to me is points. The same thing that's important to the fantasy players. So when I look at the last 3 races at Dover, all that had stages, Kevin Harvick, he scored the 3rd most points of all the playoff drivers, so he's one to consider.
All right, what about Martin Truex Jr.? We saw how close he was to getting that win last week at the Roval. Do you think he'll have a little redemption this week?
Well, the 2-time Dover winner, I mentioned points. He leads the way. At 47 points a race, he captures more points at the Monster Mile than any other playoff driver, so I think you have to consider him. I'm not going to have him in my lineup for the simple fact that I don't think he was as dominant as in years past when those stats were created.
What about Kyle Busch? I feel like we have to talk about the defending race winner at Dover. He made a pass on Chase Elliott to get the win last time, so do you have him in your lineup or your garage?
Well, surprisingly not in my lineup. I think he's going to be in my garage. While it should be an easy pick, when I look at Kyle Busch's numbers, while he does have 3 career wins, he's only 6th on points gained in the last 3 races. Those are the races that have stages. So for that, and because I think he's going to protect that points lead to try to advance in the round of 8, I'm going to avoid Kyle Busch. And if you need more information throughout the weekend, make sure you tweet at myself or Jessica. We're always open to answer questions. And to catch the race, it's Sunday, 2 p.m. on NBCSN.
You could drive off in a truck built by fans for fans. Head to NASCAR.com/playoffs promo now to enter for your chance to win the fan-built Chevy, Ford, or Toyota truck.